We're going to talk about 5 ways that you can put the power back in your dollars. Coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to an all-new edition of the Sunday Night Sit-Down with America's #1 money couple. I'm Talent.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between.
Tonight's Sunday Night Sit-Down is being brought to you by our good friends at Policy Genius. That's your go-to stop to meet all of your insurance needs. They have a free resource on their website where you just put in your information and you receive multiple quotes from multiple insurance providers to help you make an informed decision. All you have to do is go to hisandhermoney.com/policygenius. Well, we want to talk to you guys about putting the power back in your dollars. And for some of you tuned in, you're like, well, what does that mean? Well, what you have to understand is that money is power. It gives you the power to make better decisions. You're able to do more. You're able to spend more time with your family, all based on whether or not you have control of your financial situation. And for a lot of you guys tuned in, you don't have quite the control that you need or that you want when it comes to your finances. And it leaves you in a place of feeling stressed out, feeling out of control, and wondering what to do. So we came up with 5 ways that you can take your dollars from being pitiful to being powerful and give you back the control of your financial situation that you have long desired for. So the first way that you can put the power back into your dollars is to recognize that you do have the power to change your current financial situation. A lot of you guys are at the point where you feel hopeless. You feel like there's nothing you can do. The debt that's in your life is going to be in your life forever. You're going to have this student loan until you die, and there's nothing that you can do. The problem is, when you have that attitude, those are the results that you're going to get. There won't be anything done. But once you recognize that you have the ability, you have the power to take a current financial mess, clean it up, shine it up, and make it new, then you have the power to take action. Just by taking that first step, you can take 2 more. But it starts with you recognizing that you do have the power to change your financial situation. There was a point where we were deep in debt. But guess what? We realized we have the power to get out of debt. And so you have to recognize that the solution that you've been looking for resides inside of you.
That's right. The second way that you can put the power back into your dollars is to acquire more knowledge. Yes. So many of us, you think that once you get out of school that you're going to stop learning. No, you should continue to learn, acquiring more knowledge in the area of your money. Don't just sit around. Too many times, a lot of people just sit around and they're very ignorant to the fact of how money really works. And so because they're afraid or maybe they're embarrassed, they don't want to ask questions. They don't even want to read. No, find out. Just don't sit back and just say, hey, I'm just going to go to work every single day, bring home the paycheck. Once I pay all the bills, whatever left, I can just spend. No, you want to be able to find out, how can I make my money grow? How can I save my money more? How can I help more people? If you guys check out His and Her Money podcast, we have so many shows over there where we have interviewed people teaching you just how to put power back into your money, how to invest your money, whether it be in real estate or even in the stock market. One of our most popular podcast shows is one that we've shared with you before, but we're going to share it again, and we will make sure that we will include the link in the description box below. But it is the habits of the poor versus the habits of the rich. When I tell you hands down, that is probably one of my most favorite shows. Oh my goodness, it was so much information in there. Go and check it out. It will definitely help you start to have the conversation with your spouse if you're married. If you have children, have the conversation with your children. Even if you're single, it's for everyone to start to put the power back into their dollars.
The third thing that you can do is to start to tell your money where to go. Because a lot of you all get to the end of every month and you look around wondering where your money went. Why? Because you have no budget. Oh, did I say budget? Oh, it's like a bad word for some of you all. But guess what? It's the key to you getting power back into your dollars, because a budget is simply a plan. Stop looking at it as a hindrance or a roadblock or handcuffs. It's not holding you back. A budget sets you free. It's you organizing your money on paper, on purpose, before the month begins, and you coming up with a plan. You. Nobody creates it. But you are in control when you do a budget because you're putting your money into categories and you're creating a plan to go into the month so that you can have strategy, you can have intention, and you can have purpose and power behind every single dollar that you bring into the household. Without a budget, please don't expect to win with your finances. We have interviewed over 100 couples and we ourselves have gotten out of debt. And you know what the key to all of us doing that is? Creating and sticking to a budget consistently. So if you have a desire to put power back in your dollars, you need a budget.
That's right. The fourth thing that you must do is, hey, get out of debt. Yes, you heard us right. Get out of debt. It is so important. There is a difference between someone that has a lot of debt and someone that does not have debt. You know what it is? The person that does not have any debt, they can do whatever they want. They can send their money off to a charity and help someone else. How many times have you gotten frustrated because there is something that is near and dear to your heart that you want to be able to support, but you simply can't because you don't have the finances to do so? What? That happens a lot of times, right? Exactly. So if you get out of debt, you're putting yourself in a position, as well as your family, in a better position to be able to help those in need, to be able to send your money wherever you want, and to be able to do whatever you want with your money. Guys, we cannot stress this enough. Get out of debt. Stop sitting back and just saying, hey, everybody has debt. Let me just swipe this card. Let me just buy. We, believe it or not, guys, we have enough. We have enough already, right?
Yeah.
So we really shouldn't be buying anything, right? I know. Well, maybe not. We still have to buy things like food and things like that. But I'm trying to get the point across to say to you that you need to make sure that you check your priorities. See what's important. What are some of your goals and some of your dreams? Some of you may want to start a business. Some of you may want to start a nonprofit. Or even maybe you want to go and help someone to be able to serve for free without having to worry about, are your bills going to get paid? Getting out of debt will definitely help you do just that.
You got to realize that this fight for financial freedom is bigger than you. It's not just about you. It is about you, but it's not just about you. There's a whole big world out there, and you have passions and desires, and you have causes that you want to contribute to. But when you allow yourself to continue to be saddled down by debt, you're limiting yourself and the power that you have with your dollars. And that also leads to our last point. You have to pass the knowledge down to your children and make this a generational change so that not only you become powerful, but the generations that follow you become powerful with their dollars as well. It's important for you to do this because your children are watching you. If you're constantly stressed out about bills, that's all they're gonna know. And how can they do better if they don't have an example of what better looks like? If you don't develop good financial habits, how can you pass on good financial habits to your children? And I know that all those parents that are tuned in right now want your children to have good financial habits. So let that motivate you. Let that fuel you, because that's power right there. When not only you get free, but your children get free, and even your children's children get free because of the financial decisions that you are making today.
That's right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, check us out over at our website at hisandhermoney.com and meet us back here next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see the both of us sharing with you.
And don't forget to go and subscribe to our wonderful podcast, The His and Her Money Show. You can find it on iTunes for our Apple users, and for all you Android users, you can find us in the Google Play Store. Go subscribe today. Well, guys, that does it for this week. Until next time.
Bye.
Peace.